There is quite an irony in Japan. It's got one of the most comprehensive networks of urban freeways. Its cities sprawl for miles, yet it's one of the biggest manufacturers of off-road vehicles. But actually finding anywhere to drive off-road here can be a real challenge. This is one of the most densely populated countries in the world, so just about every scrap of flat land is used for something, and if there are hills, they're usually more geared towards hikers than 4x4s. But for your intrepid off-roader who wants to get the feel of real dirt under the wheels, they need to come to a place like this, a dedicated off-road playground. Mobility Park is a 2-hour drive from downtown Tokyo. It's where Japanese weekend off-roaders go to really push their vehicles to the limit. Vehicles that would otherwise encounter pavement, no more rugged than the average supermarket parking lot. But now they've taken the traditional off-road vehicle to another level. This may look like an ordinary production 4x4, but the manufacturers call this a special purpose vehicle. It has the ability to put all those other 4x4s to shame. In the best tradition of all Japanese toys, this can transform into the ultimate off-road vehicle. It takes place not by the flick of a switch, but by making a quick pit stop. The transformation procedure is pretty straightforward. Nothing needs to be done to the body itself. The wheels are removed and the crawlers, each weighing about 330 pounds, are attached directly onto the hub nuts. A quick tighten and your high-glass 4x4 is turned into something far more formidable, and it certainly looks like it means business. It's not quite a monster truck, but more a hybrid half-car, half-robot. What better combination for putting everyone else's toys to shame? Here, we're testing this vehicle on ground that's dry and fairly hard. But what the tracks are specifically designed for is soft ground, particularly snow. So when your average 4x4 is getting bogged down, this should sweep past with minimum effort. A perfect off-road cruiser. For a car that sees more than its fair share of sand and snow, the crawlers may be the perfect accessories. And while this is meant to get to those places other 4x4s find difficult to reach, it can also drive around on normal city roads at up to 62 miles an hour, speed limits permitting. But if you've got a four-wheel drive that spends more time on the road than off, the special purpose vehicle may not be for you. That's it for this edition of Tomorrow's World. Join us again for another trip into the future.